There is less than an hour left before sunset. I am sitting in the endless wilderness in despair. My legs are still bleeding from being cut by a sharp object because I just fell out of the car. I really want to curse my father. I really want to curse my own father. I found a second marriage blindly and gave birth to a second child by chance. Then bad luck has been blackmailing me since then. I have been stabbed in the back everywhere. Now, my personal safety is also involved. The best scumbag plus the best sister. Not only did they steal my boyfriend, but they also wanted to kill me. I said the sun rises from the west, and my stingy boyfriend took the initiative to say that we should go on a trip. It was a Sunset Red discount tour group, a free trip around the Northwest for 10 yuan. 10 yuan to buy my life. Damn, it's too cheap. Is there anyone here? I shouted. Very good. Even the echo was eaten by the wind. I am still a road idiot. I can't tell the east, south, west, north, and north. I only know up, down, left, and right. There is no chance to survive. The stars have already appeared in the sky, but I can't read the stars. Does the Big Dipper point south or north? I gave it all back to the geography teacher. Really, so people like me can't be the heroine. I don't have any skills. I'm really waiting to die. By the time my family finds out that I'm missing, I should be a wreck in the no man's land. Then it will be on the headlines. The adulterers are secretly happy and live happily ever after. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. I know I can't cry. Crying will accelerate dehydration, but I can't help it. I'm about to die, and you can't let me mourn for myself? I howl loudly. In the wilderness, my voice is barely heard. At night, the sky is full of stars and the moon is bright, like a big round plate hanging in the sky. After my eyes get used to the darkness, the surroundings are not so dark because of the better moonlight tonight. After thinking it over and over again, I still can't just sit there and wait to die. Although I'm just a cannon fodder, what if I really see a ghost and meet someone who has entered the no man's land? They left me here, which means they only dare to go here. If they go any further, they will get lost. Therefore, it should not be too far from human habitation. The more I think about it, the more reliable it seems. I am really smart. Dragging my crippled leg, I walked in the direction the car left during the day, relying on my memory. Sometimes a woman's sixth sense is strangely sensitive. By the time I felt the hair on my back, it was too late. I turned back tremblingly. I was almost scared to death. I felt that I could not move, my whole body was cramping, and my legs suddenly became soft. All the blood in my body rushed to the top of my head, hot and cold. Green eyes. There were more than one pair. I glanced around. They formed a circle around me. Wolves. I encountered wolves. Before I died, I still remembered my last thought, and I begged all the gods. Buddha, Jesus, Bodhisattva, Jade Emperor, please, can you change the way I die? I'm not dead yet. I was awakened by a very smelly rag. I opened half of my eyes. The case was solved. It was not a rag, but a wolf's tongue. They are still slowly savoring the deliciousness of human flesh. Are they planning to eat me slowly? I'd better close my eyes. Several wolf heads stared at me like the four masters and apprentices. It was really more tormenting than death. When I was really about to fall asleep, they still hadn't taken action. I finally couldn't help but open my eyes. The wolves still didn't disperse, but they were some distance away from me, as if they were really waiting for me to wake up. I didn't dare to move much. I only dared to move my head slightly and glance at them like a vegetable. You're awake, human. I didn't have any auditory hallucinations. The one who spoke was really the wolf closest to me. It was a young voice, probably just an adult. I pointed at myself. Are you talking to me? Yes. Is there something? I had a hunch that they didn't want to eat me. I propped myself up with both hands and faced the wolves in front of me. We are short of a queen. I thought I heard it wrong. The next second, the wolves all made way. From behind them, a bigger one slowly walked out. It was really big, a circle bigger than all other wolves. Under the moonlight, I could see the color of his fur, which was pure gray. Even if the night wind messed up his fur, it couldn't hide his domineering aura. especially his wolf claws. With one palm, my head was gone. This is the Wolf King. The young wolf who just spoke again. This is our leader, handsome and rich. You will be satisfied. For a moment, I really thought I was dead. I met a ghost. The Wolf King walked towards me. I retreated, and he came forward, until I dared to extend my Urkong hand. Stop, stop, stop. The Wolf King really didn't move. It turned out that he could really understand what I said. He slowly lowered his head, and I met his green eyes. Then he said the most frightening and cruel words in a low and soul-stirring voice. Human, you can be my queen or be eaten by me. You choose. Is there no other choice? We are of different races, and there will be no result. The Wolf King raised his claws. I subconsciously dodged. Are they going to fight if the negotiation fails? Am I, a rookie, going to die here? Unexpectedly, he licked his paw and gently covered the wound on my thigh. A strange feeling came over me. The wound didn't hurt anymore, and it was even a little itchy. He was actually healing me. I was stunned and heard the Wolf King continue to speak. There is no choice. There will be a result. He was very frugal with his words, but he answered my question. At this time, he raised his eyes. There was a flash of pride and provocation in his eyes that I could understand. Don't you want revenge? This undoubtedly hit my heart. Revenge. I can still take revenge. The Wolf King is indeed not an ordinary wolf. He knows how to provoke people. I was slowly no longer afraid and asked back, can you avenge me? The Wolf King took another step forward. If you become my queen. Did you see them abandoning me? I was passing by. If you pass by, won't you go up and bite the couple to death? No, I am the prey they are eyeing. The last question, why can I suddenly understand what you are saying? In the Altan Mountains, we can talk to any creature as long as we want. You can become my queen too. There is no need to be so arrogant. It's not impossible to become the queen, but I have conditions. The Wolf King tilted his head and nodded slightly, motioning me to continue. First, you can't force me. What if you animals are in estrus or something? I'm different from them. Oh, what's different? Aren't we all wolves? I didn't think about his words carefully and continued with the second one. You can't go back on your word. What if you don't like me? You can't suddenly eat me and you can't discuss eating me. In short, I have to live. You can understand it. The Wolf King said, being my queen means you must be alive. Third, where do I live? Can I go home? Live on the top of the Altan Mountains. This will be your home from now on. The top of the mountain is the top of the mountain. It's okay to be alive. I don't have too many requirements. But when I really rode the Wolf King into the mountain, I found two practical problems. I scratched the wolf's ears weakly. The Wolf King slowed down. I can't breathe. I was short of oxygen and clothes. I would die before reaching the top of the mountain. Suffocation plus freezing. There were many kinds of death. I didn't think it through and was anxious. In the end, I saw the pack of wolves continue to run up the mountain while the Wolf King carried me and changed direction, no longer running wildly. One man and one wolf. Where are you taking me? The Wolf King said, let you slow down first. I felt a little more comfortable without going to higher altitudes. I was drowsy on the wolf's back until he said, we're here. I forced myself to look up, my eyes shining. Thatched hut. Is he going to let me go because he has a change of heart? Of course, the joy only lasted for a few seconds, and the Wolf King said, this is my temporary habitat. You stay here first. The wound healed quickly and had begun to scab, and I could no longer feel the pain when I stood up again. It seemed that the moon was a little closer here and brighter. The thatched house in front of me was not really a house, but a door curtain at most. Inside was still a cave with extremely low visibility. But even if it was a door curtain, you could tell it was made by humans. He wouldn't eat people and then take this place for himself, would he? Huff, huff, huff. Suddenly, a dull breathing sound came from behind me. I felt a chill on my back. He wouldn't really go back on his word, would he? Or how did the term wolf in cahoots come about? I'm still too naive. I didn't dare to move, but the wolf pounce I imagined didn't happen. The sound faded away. I looked back. The Wolf King had indeed run far away. He ran onto a huge rock. Standing in front of the huge moon, he howled to the sky. The scene was so shocking that I forgot to be afraid. Faintly, I heard a wolf howl in response from farther away. But then, my smile disappeared. After the wolf howl disappeared, he actually stood up slowly. Like a transformer, the wolf's claws gradually became thinner, and the wolf's head began to transform. I met a wolf demon. I wanted to run. Unfortunately, my legs became weak again. Woo, 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 my life is full of backstabs. Wait, the silhouette under the moon, the figure seems to be quite good. Inverted triangle, strong muscles, slender figure. He jumped off the rock and walked towards me. When I got closer, I found that he had long silver-gray hair, down to his waist. Smooth body, naked. My eyes unconsciously moved down. Size. Very good. Did you get scared? I suddenly came to my senses and turned around. What a sin. Can you put on your clothes? Inside. After that, the Wolf King took my hand and led me into the cave. Wait a minute. Isn't this progressing too fast? After entering the cave, he let go of my hand again. I opened my hands and groped in the dark like a blind man. Hey, where are you? Soon, he held my hand again. The burning temperature of his palm reminded me that he was not human. I'm putting on clothes. There's no light. I'm not used to it. Close your eyes. The Wolf King's fingers touched my eyes at this time, and his fingertips slid across my eyelids. Open your eyes. I actually have night vision. This is my first gift to you as my queen. The furnishings in the cave are actually very primitive, but you can still make out the general idea. A bed made of hay, a table made of old wood, some pots and pans that were obtained from nowhere. And the man in front of me. When he said putting on clothes, he just took a piece of animal skin and wrapped his lower body. A real caveman. Where is this? The Wolf King's magnetic voice sounded again. If you want, you can use it as a wedding room. Of course, I won't give in so quickly. I have principles. Because I really fainted this time. My brain has received too much information in these few hours, and I couldn't control it all of a sudden, and I fell unconscious. When I woke up again, it was already the next day. I turned over comfortably and sank into the soft sofa again. Sofa? Am I dreaming? I woke up all of a sudden and saw a huge wolf head. He was still sleeping. I didn't dare to move and came back to my senses. How could I agree to let a wolf marry him and divorce a Trump? Gurgle, gurgle. I'm hungry. The wolf's body also moved. I was so scared that I rolled and crawled into the corner. The Wolf King woke up. His green eyes became a little transparent during the day and didn't look as scary as last night. Seeing me cowering, he shook his sleepy head and took the initiative to explain, I can only restore my human form on full moon nights, and it won't last long. You've been cursed. The Wolf King didn't seem to understand what a curse meant, so he didn't answer me immediately. I mean, are you actually a human? I'm a wolf. I was just chosen by the ancient wolf god of the Altan Mountains and given a human form. I understand, so they have to find a human to be the queen. It's so sad. I was the one who was forcibly chosen. Wolf King, can we discuss the matter of being the queen? No. You have already accepted my gift, and you can only be my queen in this life. Well, that means there is no room for negotiation. As he was talking, two strange wolves walked in from outside, dragging a huge goat into the cave one after the other. I was stunned. The Wolf King explained, you should be hungry. Yes, I am hungry, but you mean that I should eat it raw. I can't do that. One of the wolves said respectfully, Lord, Queen, the ibex has been delivered. This voice sounded familiar. He was the matchmaker between me and the Wolf King yesterday. Now I can see his appearance clearly. There is a tuft of obvious white hair on the young wolf's head. I smelled blood. The neck of the goat was even steaming. It was just hunted and sent over. I smelled disgusting and shook my head. I won't eat it. The Wolf King glanced at the white-haired one. The white-haired one went out and brought something in and put it at my feet. This is the fire of you humans. If you find it troublesome, I can give it to you as a gift. Give me the right to eat raw meat as a gift? What if there are parasites in the raw meat? If I eat raw meat and drink blood, then what is the difference between me and primitive people? I can't do it. In someone's house, I can only bow my head. I can only choose the fire. It's better to roast it than to eat it raw. Half an hour later, the strange scene appeared again. A wild plateau without human habitation, a goat, a wolf, and a person. The wolf was chewing raw meat beside me. I tried hard to light a fire beside me. I took a broken bowl from the cave and melted it with a piece of snow not far away. On it was the mutton torn off by the Wolf King himself, the kind with the hair removed. The fire was lit. The Wolf King subconsciously took a half step back. I almost forgot that wolves don't like fire. I subconsciously wanted to blow it, and the wolf's paw rested on my shoulder. Oh, it was a little heavy. It's okay. I was so hungry that even though the mutton smelled strong, I forced myself to swallow it with snow water. After eating and drinking, my energy and spirit were restored. I sat at the entrance of the cave and overlooked the majestic mountains, which stretched endlessly. The mountain that the Wolf King brought me to still had snow on the top. I looked down the mountain and saw clouds in the sky. I seemed to be in another world. The Wolf King walked to my side, and his hair rubbed my arm from time to time, which was itchy. His hair was very smooth and soft. Slowly, I realized something was wrong. I was a little surprised. You helped me. The Wolf King looked at me. You want to live with me, so you have to adapt to this place. Yes, I am no longer afraid of the cold, and I am no longer short of oxygen. It was a gift from the Wolf King. I found that you know a lot of human things. I have learned, but I don't like it. Indeed, there is nothing to like. My mother is busy with the barber shop, and my father has a new family. From childhood to adulthood, I have been a transparent person. As for that boyfriend, he once made me think that someone loved me. When people become cruel, they are really cruel. Not even as good as animals. Thinking of this, I looked at the Wolf King beside me. He was silently looking into the distance. Perhaps he noticed my gaze and looked over. A pair of green eyes as transparent as amber, looking down on all living things, the momentum instantly intimidated me. Otherwise, he is the king. At this moment, I really have a feeling of being saved from a desperate situation. You said you would avenge me. Does it still count? Of course. What if they leave the Altan Mountains? No, I'll have the sentinels at the foot of the mountain keep an eye on you. There are wolves at the foot of the mountain? Why do you think I can only summon wolves? The entire mountain range is the territory of wolves. Humans are the most insignificant creatures. Seeing that I didn't say anything, the Wolf King added, except for you, from now on, you will only have glory. No, don't flatter me, I haven't even started yet. How does that saying go? If you want to wear the crown, you must bear its weight. I haven't put it on yet, but the silk banner has been presented to me first. I can't accept it. By the way, did you go down the mountain to hunt yesterday? The sentinels at the foot of the mountain had a conflict with humans, and we went to suppress it. You just picked me up on the way. No. Why not? I'm the only one on the road. So it's you. The Wolf King didn't finish. Yesterday was the day I came of age, and the ancient wolf god predicted that the queen would appear on the night of the full moon. The implication is that everything is destined. But my point is, you just came of age? I'm already 25 years old. This is a sister-brother relationship. No, we haven't fallen in love yet. The Wolf King's voice suddenly dropped. Do you think I'm too small? I felt that this was a bit dangerous, so I shook my head quickly. No, you are big. You are the biggest. You are big in every way. The Wolf King raised his head proudly. I am the new lord of the Altan Mountains. You should be proud of me. There was already a golden afterglow on the horizon. The sun was about to rise. The wolf head nudged my hand. Come up. I was curious. Where are you going? To the top of the mountain. The sun is about to rise. Wow, it's quite romantic, and he knows how to take a girl to watch the sunrise. The wolf's body is very wide and soft, and it sits very steadily. Hold me tight. The Wolf King suddenly gave an order, and my hands were faster than my brain, and I quickly hugged his neck. As soon as I lay down, the Wolf King accelerated. I really couldn't stand the praise, and it pushed me up, forcing me to burp with the smell of sheep. We're here. I opened my eyes, and my hair stood on end instantly. All the wolves in the Altan Mountains have arrived. All in a row, hundreds or thousands of them. If I were thrown into the wolf pack, wouldn't I be gone in an instant? Calm down. I won't. I hugged the wolf's neck tightly and followed the boss. He couldn't eat me. The Wolf King may have sensed my fear, so he carried me and continued to walk to the highest point. The wolves tacitly made way. They won't hurt you. I summoned them here. What? Doing morning exercises or raising the national flag? The Wolf King naturally didn't understand my ridicule. He spoke solemnly, gently raised his head, and rubbed my forehead. I want to call all the Altan Mountains that you are my queen. I want them to know you. My glory will all belong to you from now on, and you will share the rights of the Lord with me forever and ever. I was shocked again and again. It turned out that I was the protagonist. Sunrise is my coronation ceremony. I got off the Wolf King's back, but I was still shocked by the wolves all over the mountain, so I leaned back. The sun jumped out of the top of the mountain and enveloped the snow-capped mountain. The golden light was reflected by the snow, and the halo hit me and the Wolf King. The scene suddenly became bigger. Then he howled to the sky, declaring his sovereignty. All the wolves surrendered.